Four Roses has 10 different recipes. They've always released the individual ones at cask strength.
Yep.
This year, they started releasing them at their standard single barrel 100 proof. We've got the OESK. We're going to let you know what we think about it.
Welcome back to Exploring Whiskey. Tonight we've got one of the newer single barrel expressions coming out of Four Roses. Well, it's actually not new, but we'll get into that.
Right.
It's the OESK single barrel.
For the longest time, all right, you could get store barrel proof ones that are the 10 different recipes. You can get one of the,
Yeah.
And that's one of the different things, not weird,
Yeah.
different things about Four Roses. So Four Roses has two different mash bills. So one is 20% rye, and then one is 35% rye. So you got a high rye, low rye mash bill. Actually, It's like mid rye, high rye mash bill. That's not that
Slightly
low. At
lower.
20, that's not that low.
Yeah, it's not drastic, but
And then they use 5 different yeast variations, and each one of those kind of has a profile to it. One's more fruity, one's more
you got spicy,
baking spice. There's like different profiles at the yeast. So they technically have 10 different recipes that they have between those two combinations.
Or they can play with all those blends, and you basically have infinite stuff.
Ultimately, which one is it? The Premium Select is all 10?
Yes.
Or the Batch Select?
I think it's the Premium Select.
They're baseline ones. Some of them are 4 of the mash bills blended. There's another one that's like 6 of the mash bills blended. There's another one that's all 10 blended.
Yeah.
So they have like different versions of that.
And this one is the one that plays well, or they say plays the best with the age. So it's the one that this mash bill is on all the limited releases, the higher aged releases.
Okay.
Apparently the OESK plays well.
Yeah, I know OESK is one of the ones to look for.
Yeah.
For the ones that were the store select barrel proof ones.
Yeah, but the second letter, anytime you see this, either it's a B or an E. The B is the high rye, E is the low rye.
Right. And then the last letter is the different yeast strains, and K is baking spice.
There's a whole lot of science going on up
There's
there.
a lot of things going on in all of this. So the standard one that they originally went with was always OBSV, and that was 100 proof and all that kind of stuff. So that was always the only one that they did as their own single barrel, not one of the private select ones.
Right.
They started this year releasing some of the other mash bills.
Yeah, there's 3.
So they did 3.
Yep.
They have plans to ultimately cycle through them over the years. So next year they're going to do 3 or 4 more, and then the following year they'll do with the remaining 3 or 4, and then ultimately all of them. Well, technically they only have to do 3, 3, and 3 because they already have 1.
Yeah.
That math. Anyway,
that's pretty cool though. It's a good idea.
They are going to do that ultimately, so the whole line will be available. It's a relatively decent price, like $60-ish, $65.
Yeah, it was 55 plus
55.
Tax.
Nice. 100 proofer, and
apparently it's between 7 and 9 years old.
Right. It's not on the bottle, but on the press release it said 7 to 9 years. That's not a bad
for half
time
of
frame.
because normally, I mean, you're going to see the barrel strength versions for. I've seen them vary from 80-ish to 120. But if they're around the 80, I buy. I don't care what mash bill it is or what yeast strain. I always buy them. If it's around 80 something, it's a store pick. It's a no-brainer. They're great. It's a great pour, especially the barrel strength.
Yeah. So this one says it should be baking spice, mellow oak, tea leaves, and caramel.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like a pretty good combination.
Apparently, this yeast strain and the mash bill, the lower rye, sort of play with each other. They didn't want the higher rye and that spicy baking spice mash bill to fight.
A little lighter color.
Yeah.
It looked a little darker in the bottle, but once you pour it out, it's a little lighter, but still. Ooh, that's nice. Sweet.
Ooh.
Touch of baking spice. And I don't know why. Something about Four Roses, I always get this like light, sweet floral note.
Yeah.
And I don't like, kind of like freshly bloomed rose petals.
I think I get the tea note. I
leaves,
think
yeah.
that can be,
Yeah.
you know, both ways, I guess. Or it can be described, I think, as floral as well. It's got some caramel. It's nice.
There's a
some
nice
little bit of oak
sweetness.
going
There's a
on.
little bit of a wood note.
It's
There's a
great
little
nose.
herbally, baking, spicy thing going on. There's
Yeah.
solid notes all the way across that nose. Dear God. Sweet and spice. Like just
Boom. Yeah. Then I get some, I guess, I mean, right off the rip, it's somewhat, it's not red fruit. I guess it's a little bit of floral and tea. It's like this
if you
delicate,
said red fruit, I'd agree with you. There is a fruit note, but it's not
like
like
fruit
really
tea.
aggressive.
Yeah, it's not like it's not cherry.
The sweetness is very caramel. The baking spice is very tingly, like very nice on all that.
And
Just
lovely
a touch
finish.
of a wood note coming through,
Mhm.
and it just lingers.
For 100 proof, it's great.
Yeah, that drinks nicely. Almost a little warming.
Hmm.
Man, if that was cash drink, that would probably be like,
I have one bottle at home, and it's the
I know I have.
OBSF, I think, is the one I have at home. I was gonna like, I'm gonna bring it over, we're gonna rip it next to each other, even, you know, but obviously it's gonna be better, but it was different. Wow.
That is very pleasant. Like
Yeah.
everything's really, really nice about that. And I mean the proof point and the price, they're both great. And yeah, then you get to sample all of them. That's awesome.
You could tell me this is a lot older than it is, like by that nose. I mean, the nose has got a really, like, it's got some depth to it. Really, like.
I mean, 79's a nice range for a bourbon. It's a good range.
$55, yeah.
I like it's like, oh, it's really sweet, and it's like, oh, hey,
Oh,
boom,
that's
here's
spicy.
some baking spice and some oaky notes, and
I got a little bit of raisin
like
on that
it takes
one
a
too.
second to like go, and then man, it just hits you.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun. I really like that.
I love the finish too. It's super sweet and it's
very
oaky
sweet,
and
oaky,
spicy, and
and
the
it
same thing
sits
you
there.
said. It sits there,
kinda
lingers.
sits there. But the funny
I
part
gotta
is,
slow down.
I
'Cause I'm
wouldn't say
ripping
it's real oily.
No.
So I'm not like getting a big mouth coating, but it does linger for a
Yeah.
really long time.
It just
Very
sits on
interesting.
it sits on my tongue on the top of my palate. Just sits right there.
That's the part that I find interesting is I'm not getting super oily, viscous mouth covering.
It's a great idea there's a lot of times you'll go, and if you find these, you'll go, what is OBSF? What is OESK? Not knowing the algorithms of the roses.
Right.
It's a great way for you to experience all the different recipes.
So the older like the store single barrels, a lot of time their book actually has like a little thing of here's what each of the here's the mash bills. We know that one. That one's really easy, but here's what you should expect from the 5 different yeast strains.
Right. But it looks identical to the older 100 proof, unless you turn it sideways. Boom, they have the sticker on the side that tells you the mash bill, yeast strain, and whatever, all that stuff. So
yeah,
it's easy to look over.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you aren't familiar with Four Roses, that's not something you'd even think of. Like, oh, I really like this one, and then you buy another one, and you think it's going to be the same thing, and you bought a different recipe, and it's going to taste totally different.
Yeah, and look for the leather. There's a leather little sleeve on the side. You know, lightened it up, but man,
it did.
I'm still getting caramel and fruit though. I'm still getting a nice little caramel.
I'm going to say it's a touch sweeter. The caramel is a little bit more sugary, but still nice baking spice, nice oaky note, all to the sweeter end of that.
Just on the palate too. So sweet, so sweet now.
Oh God, yeah. Like, yeah, way Ooh, and then the little spice.
Yep. And
it took a little longer. It mellowed out the ramp. Like, oh, it's sweet, it's sweet, it's sweet. Oh, there's some baking spice. It doesn't go the way that it did neat.
And there's the caramel.
But it's like, it mellows it out and brings the volume down just a touch.
Yeah, it's sweet, and it's like, oh, here's the other notes as it fades away. And then there's the sweetness of the end, the caramel at the end.
Caramel, little baking spice, a little bit of oaky char going on, and really good.
Should have bought the other one as well.
Yeah, I mean,
I gotta get my hand on each.
That'll be interesting. Like each one, what the, I don't even remember which one's which and all that kind of stuff, but I'm sure it'd be best for you to almost sample the different ones or know what flavor profile, which it does read on the back. That's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Baking spice, mellow oak, tea leaves, caramel. It's relatively accurate. So
Yeah.
they probably know what they're doing. And I'm sure it's not the exact same on all the bottles. I'm sure it's very specific to what that mash bill and yeast strain is.
Oh,
so
for sure. Yeah.
really hard to do this without like comparing it to something else. But the flavor profile, the proof point, and the price. How would you rank this, sir?
I would say I'm gonna go a hard 6.6.
Oh, okay.
I was saying 6.5 or 6.6. I like Four Roses. I like the science that's going on. I love all the
different.
I haven't had anything bad out of any of the mash bills and yeast strains. Really, honestly, I haven't tried them all though.
I was gonna say I remember one being a little overly aggressive. I don't remember which one it was though.
The OE.
My guess would be the B with a K probably would get a little like aggressively baking spice, rye spice forward, and that's not always something that I care for.
Right.
It's also been a very long time since I've had that, and my palate has changed.
Right.
So maybe I would like it.
Yeah, 6.6. What do you say?
I'm going a little under that. I'm going to say 6.4.
Okay.
There's one. I do think the 100 proof. Man, I really wish that was like in the 120-ish, like right around 120. That would be much. I think that would be much better. I do like the little bit of age note that's starting to play into this. I'm really enjoying that.
Mm-hmm.
Man, if they do that, I mean, they do an age dated. Could you imagine this in the 13, 15, 18 year range? Like, whoa.
All the cast strength versions I've seen they vary.
nine-ish,
They're
right?
9, 10, and 11-year-olds. But usually then you start paying more as it goes up.
I believe
But
that.
yeah, we need to find a cast
Man,
strength
if there's
OESK pick.
Yeah. That would be fun too. This versus a cast strength.
Is there one around Nashville?
It's really good. It is. Love what they do and how they do their different recipes and all that kind of stuff. Really enjoy the fact that they're throwing these all out here. I like that they didn't do it at like 80 or 90 proof. I do like that 100's pretty solid, and it's a good proof point where you're going to get all the flavor profiles from those mash bills.
We're bringing you into the cast strength versions.
Yeah,
you don't want to go too low.
It's a step in. It's just like it's almost there.
Baby
just
steps.
A step.
This is like the cousin, the little cousin to the barrel strengths.
Hey, if you liked our review of the Four Roses OESK single barrel pick, it just came out. I mean, really came out this year. So if you like our review, love for you to like our video. We put out content like this, reviewing whiskeys we get our hands on, especially we try to do the ones that are more recent. We do blinds, we do cocktails, we do a little bit of everything as long as it's involving whiskey. We're gonna play in that ballpark.
Yes. Give us a subscribe if you haven't. Yeah, if it's first time here seeing us, all of the reasons he said. Yeah. Give us a subscribe. We love the brown juice and love giving our honest opinions.
There you go.
What about what is the best out of the three? Give us your favorite.
Well, technically the four, because there's the OG one.
Oh yeah.
So
the red ones.
Out of the new ones,
red ones.
Or out of the ones at the 100 proof single barrel picks. Have you had one that's like really blown your socks off? Love to hear from you.
I got a feeling we're going to be finding it.
Gives us something to focus on for a hunt.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Thanks very much for watching. See you on next episode.
Cheers.
Cheers.